All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Doing a little college football today, continuing our Cincinnati dynasty. It's been a bit of a rough one. Just a quick recap of the season so far. Nebraska beat us 20-17. We almost came back in that game. I think we were down, I think it was 17-3 at one point, and found a way to almost win the game, but a costly interception was what basically did us in. But we had a strong showing against Bowling Green. We beat FCS Southeast. Had that bye week. Unfortunately, opening up Big 12 play, we've lost two heartbreaking games. We were in the lead in the Iowa State game, but our defense really just collapsed in the fourth quarter. Kansas, we were playing from behind almost the entire game. Their defense just outpaced us completely. It really sucked. But we got a big rivalry game at home against UCF, and we got Oklahoma State today. So we just have to keep pushing forward, try to finish the season strong. Ultimately just have to find a way to just stay competitive in the conference, hopefully become bowl eligible in year one. Unfortunately, we did lose Alex Lutman. Sucks, but we just got to keep looking for those guys who definitely want to be here. Gideon Nata is essentially our number one guy. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Kind of want to set him in for conference prestige, but pro potential seems to be like his deal breaker. We're going to have to rely on this A- here to keep it going. We got ETN. He's been fine. I want to give 25 to Vince Stoke. We did drop for Solomon Shaver, which I definitely don't want, because at 6'6", 257, you don't want to lose out on a guy like that, especially with that 84 speed. He could potentially start as a true freshman. Proximity to home for John Curtis. Unfortunately, we ran out of time. Okay. So I think from here, let's do that. Schedule a visit. Conference prestige. A-. Yeah, that's fine. Unfortunately, with our lack of championship contender because of our losses, especially in the Big 12, we really have not done ourselves any favors, which of course sucks. But like I said before, we just got to keep moving forward. Hopefully things will just sort of fall our way. Definitely don't want to lose out on too many guys from week to week. That to me is like the killer. Playing time. Yeah, bring in Soriano for that. Who else wants a visit? Catanzaro. Pro potential. Yeah, Jameson will bring in for a visit as well. Playing time is paramount. So, yeah. Aquarian for the Arizona game. Proximity to home. For me personally, as long as it's passable, I really don't give a shit. Shaver we're fine with. It's only 20. Yeah, we'll give Soriano an extra 5. Get out of recruiting here. And we should be good to go. So it'll be a pretty even matchup. Their defense is very, very good compared to us. They are 3-2, also trying to stay relevant in the conference. But we are the home team for this. So the hope is we get in, get out, and I want to go with our alternates. It is a big game after all, so adds a little bit more excitement. SNC, UCF, standing in each other's way to compete this season. Very simple. We win, we stay relevant, we lose, and it's not going to be very fun this offseason. Definitely don't want to be a 4-loss team. We're trying to avoid that 4th loss for as long as we can, as UCF takes a knee. Cincinnati did beat them last time. Excuse me. So let's get started. UCF starting out in the shotgun. We're going to meet them with a nickel. We're going to get some quick pressure, missing the first tackle, but getting the second one, only a pickup of 8. Just got to find our rhythm defensively, try to take them off theirs offensively. Back in the shotgun, looking to throw again, a quick throw to the running back. And he's going to take it way up the seam over midfield for a first down. Not really what you want. But that's what we want, man. The Donzilla, Dante Corleone, getting that huge stop. And we've got them 2nd and long. Going in motion. Another handoff, and Corleone again just bullying their center. But now, this is where it's going to matter. 3rd and forever. 3 receivers to the left. Shotgun set. Looking to throw. Finds his man. I missed. But I don't miss the second tackle attempt. But they are going to go for it. Very interesting. So here we go. Big 4th down here. Starting the drive. Looking to throw. And it's going to fall incomplete. Our linebacker stood up. Knocked the ball out. And we're going to take over on downs. Good stuff there. Oh, that was actually Matty McDoom, our best corner. Really love that for us. Love it when we have our guys in coverage and they make plays. So let's get started. Offensively, Sorsby looking to throw. No one really open. We're going to try to take off here. Try to beat the edge. Sorsby's going to get that first down at the expense of our poor slot receiver, Goody. He took one for the team like a good soldier. And we are going to get that first down, and we got a drive going. Going to throw quick underneath to Allen, who's had a pretty good season. He's more of our deep threat guy on that outside. Very much an isolated receiver, as you see. But he's so good at clearing it out, it's hard to, to not utilize that ability. We're going to throw it over the top here. A flag very quickly. Looks like it might be a legal player downfield. No, holding. Definitely not what you want, Taryn Tayo. Kind of messing things up for us. So, Sorsby looking to throw. We're going to throw it quick to Caldwell. And he's going to uncharacteristically drop the ball. He's usually our guy that I love to just, utilize in that spot. Good possession receiver. Has some decent ability downfield. As we're going to get this big play with Tawee Walker. So, yeah, we're going to go back to him at some point. Here we see him isolated on the right. Even though Royer's technically on that side, I call it ISO just because that corner is on an island with him. And we're going to get it to Allen, who's going to hold on to the ball. get a good first down. And we are now just at about field goal range for our kicker, who's been pretty good this year. He's really only missed one bad kick in bad weather. Good block by 37. Getting Tui Walker those extra yards. There you guys see. I also have wear and tear off because I really hate the system. I used to really be a big proponent of it. Can we get open, please? My goodness. Unfortunately, though, like, I just really hate the idea of losing a great player near the college football playoffs simply because he was a good player. You know what I mean? Throw it quick to Allen, and we're going to get that first down. Nice. So, you know, because of that, I just felt like injuries are still on, of course, but I would rather, you know, have that. Dude, what are we doing? 53. I'm sorry. I'm going to get to that point in a second, but my goodness, I need better interior offensive line. That was embarrassing. But, you know, like, I'd rather have to go through the season with injuries. Like, I definitely feel like Madden is had the better wear and tear system this year. But, yeah. Overall, though, just it's got to be better. And I think it will be in 27. But I get that quick pass there. Kind of want to go for it. At least see what they look like here. I mean, we're running an ISO run here. I think Walker gets us pretty easily. So let's just be big boys, and we're going to get it. Sometimes you just got to believe in your O-line. So Sorsby's going to be in the pistol. We're going with the rarely seen 14 personnel. But Walker is going to go nowhere. 87, I don't know what he was doing. But it's pissing me off. Now we're going to 13, bringing in our number 1, Allen. And Walker is going to just fall forward back to the 5. That'll do it for the quarter. We're going to remain scoreless. Don't love that, but I do love how our offense is just controlling the tempo. We're not putting ourselves in terrible situations to convert. So we do have to just bring this one home, though. Because if this goes incomplete or we're not at least at the 3-yard line, we're pretty much just going to kick the field goal. Oh, my goodness. Yep. Yeah, we're going to kick it, get the 3, and just play good defense. Kick is going to go up. It's going to be good. And we take the lead to start the second quarter. And I suck. Because why, oh why, did I not hold it down? They're going to get good field position for this drive at the 27. Definitely could have been a lot worse. But, yeah, just got to be smarter there. Oh, my goodness. I was not expecting that at all. Big run by UCF. Ooh, that was my fault, 100%. 150%, that was my fault. All right. Another pickup of 5 for them. All right, back in the shotgun. Motion. And we're going to blow up that play. Who else but the Donzilla, Dante Corleone. What a monster of a man. We're going to go for the play action, and the pass is going to be broken up. Another big third down stop by our defense, who has struggled a lot this year, admittedly. but they are showing up big time for this game. All right. Go with that bunch to the outside. Going to get it to Caldwell. It's a pickup of 2. I don't really like the idea of using like the pass game as the extension of the run game, especially when we have a pretty solid run game. Jeez, man. But sometimes, you know, you do have to kind of take what the defense is giving you, and for us, that's what they gave us. So, big 3rd down. Oh, my goodness, if I had time. If I had time, Allen probably gets that and then some, but we're going to have to punt, unfortunately. So, on the return, it's going to go down at the 23. So, once again, you know, good field position game we're winning right now. We're winning time of possession, but we can't keep relying on our defense. Yep, big 1st down play there. Not even because I think our defense is going to all of a sudden start slowing down. I just, you know, you just can't keep relying on them. Again, we don't have like these like super studly guys. So they are prone to mistakes. First and 10 about midfield. No pressure there. And they're just trying to live through 22 right now. That ball is only going to him. They're just playing through him. We gotta play better. Oh, swing pass to the outside. Can we get a big hit here? No. Still, only a 2-yard gain, but it is a very manageable 3rd down. They can kind of do anything they want here. So we're just going to double the slot and the outside. Hope they don't go for like a screen or something. Go on play action instead. We're trying to get there. No one is at home. There goes QB2. And he's going to take it. Taven Jackson. 37-yard gain on that. Unbelievable, guys. So here they go. Under center. Looking to run the ball. We're going to get home. And our end's going to clean up. Miles Montgomery. Only has 26-yard rushing with a 26-yard run. So that also goes to show really where we're at. Oh, my goodness. Oh, touchdown UCF, and just like that, they really just drove down the field on us. Nothing really I could have done there to change that outcome. Sometimes it just do be like that, you know? So we'll take this knee with Pryor. And we will hope for a better outcome. Starting in the pistol. Our H-back Simmons. He's going to get there. He's been getting some pretty good blocks. We have a nice run there as well. Try to keep them creeping up, but they keep staying in this shell, which I don't love. Ooh, ta-da to Royer. Big first down to midfield. All right, they got a nice rotation over there, but they're still playing outside leverage. We will just take the 3. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Very defensive games thus far. Not really in our favor yet because we were the ones that gave up a touchdown, but I've got hope. Handoff to Pryor. Doesn't really get the ball often. And there you kind of see why. They're going to call it a 2-yard gain. I do like Allen here, depending on what that free safety does. If free safety stays on the hash, I'll probably end up looking to my right either at Caldwell or Royer. But if he starts moving to that right, I kind of like our chances on the play. Pryor making a man miss, running up the field. And inside the 20, we'll call a timeout just to gather ourselves. And Pryor didn't have a strong run on that outside play, but made it work in the passing game. So, handoff. It's going to go to Walker. It's going to go nowhere. We're going to lose a yard on that. But we are still in good field goal range. We just got to get something going here. And UCF will call a timeout on 3rd and I believe 1. 3rd and 3, excuse me. So, big play here. Back under center. I like this slide concept, I call it, on the left. With the flat underneath and the slant over top. Depending on what they do, yep. And Goody is going to get in there. We're going to take this lead. Good stuff by Sorsby to Goody. And with that, we're an extra point away from getting this lead to 3. So we just need our defense to hold it down for just 46 seconds, and we'll be in a very good spot. It's going to be returned to the 14. Good tackle. Oh, my goodness. That was a play action? That was crazy. That looked full-on run action. Impressive. So, with one timeout left, they're at the 24-yard line. Throwing it to the flat. We're going to keep them in bounds. Good stuff. Now, do I send pressure here? No. As much as I would like to, I do want to still maintain some integrity because I am forcing that clock to run. Interesting. Are they just going to let the clock run out here? 3, 2, nope. We're trying to make him go. He's going to throw it, hit as he throws, and that'll bring us to halftime. Good stuff by our defense at the half. They caught up a bit with time of possession in that second quarter, but ultimately, though, we're the ones who really had more scoring opportunities. That 4th down turnover is really the difference, because if they had taken the field goal there, who knows? But we get ball at half. So we have a good opportunity to continue to extend this lead. Starting at the 17, which isn't great. There with that 7 men in the box. Good blocking. Great play. That is honestly just an awesome rundown. O-line absolutely just mauled their front 7. And Tawee Walker made a couple of moves to just kind of get a little bit more. He's already over 600 yards on the season. Well on his way to 1,000. And he's been a baller for us this year. It's more of a shame he's moving on. Only because he is a senior. Going with the touch pass here. Caldwell with a nifty little move. And we're going to get a first down. And as you guys see, less than 100 yards right now for Sorsby. I'm going to send Allen on this go route because their safeties are all on that right side. Ooh, we might have him. And Allen can't hold on to the ball. That was a weird throw. Cyrus Allen should have been able to haul that in, but could have been a better ball. There really wasn't any pressure. It was weird that happened, but they played the run well there. They're starting to key on it. So we're going to have to find a way to make them adjust. They're playing this shell here. Probably see cover 6, cover 4. Yep. So we'll get that 4th and 4 up to the 50. We'll have to punt a little too far for my blood. And I don't want to give them a shorter field. Very good punt. Brings them down to the 13. So, here is the UCF offense. Let's see how they adjusted at half. Go with that motion. Trying to send some pressure. Getting it to, I believe it's their tight end, 0. Dylan Wade. I've been streaming for a half hour already. That's crazy. And they're going with the RPO, and that's going to get them the first down. Sorry, looking at my phone. It's going to be a quick pickup of 9. Oh my goodness. Who else? Dante Corleone. He's just been a terror for their interior offensive line right now. Oh, good defense. That's going to bring up 4th down. I thought that would have been a pick, but sadly not to be. We will get the ball back. Should have a decent return here. Yeah, could have been better, but up to the 32, we take it. Looking to throw. Quick throw to Allen. Getting that nice first down. Keeping that ball moving forward. So we are going to need our guys to get some good blocking. And Cyrus Allen, once again, he's honestly becoming a very reliable option for us this season. I've been very pleased with it. Goody in the slot. We go with that jet sweep. Unfortunately, though, they do not give us that edge. No safety over top here. Very interesting. So obviously cover 0. Yep. Oh, they went with that pinch blitz. Probably could have gotten something underneath on like a slant, but didn't really deem it necessary. So we're going to look to throw here. Going to beat that blitz. 4th down and 1. We're going to go for it. I don't see a reason not to. See how they react here. Oh, that was a bad throw. I got my routes mixed up. Should not have thrown it. I thought he was going underneath and B was going over top. Or circle, I should say. So our defense will have to take over inside the 20. Not the worst situation for them, but a lost opportunity to score, which I hate. And we're going to get another TFL. 3rd and 18. Pretty much anything more than 15 yards, we're going to keep everybody back. And Dante Corleone with a sack, his first of the day, but it's definitely not his first big play of the day. And with that, that'll bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We stay up 10-7. It's been a defensive battle, to say the least. Definitely too many mistakes on my part. But overall, though, defense has shown up today. Can we hold it down for 10 minutes, or will this be another Iowa State fiasco in which we were in control and couldn't make it happen? I'm going to choose to believe we have learned from that experience, as we're going to get it over midfield starting at the 48. 9:52 to go. There's putting a lot of people on the line. We're going to keep this ball inside. And for good reason, getting a nice, solid 6 yards. Clock continues to run. Sorsby looking to throw. Really nowhere to go with it. That wasn't a high risk, but at least we don't get the sack here. This is very clearly man defense. Maybe they might sneak in a zone. I think they're going to be blitzing. But no blitzes, actually. Does he catch it? No, he drops it. Probably could have. I don't know. Actually, let's take a look. All right. Based on the coverage, Cyrus did win his route. I don't know why he didn't just go for it. I think I psyched myself out on it. But unfortunately, we will have to punt on that. Fletcher has been having a good day, and he continues to with a fair catch inside the 15 down to the 13. So going cover 2 here. And Golday is going to get that tackle for loss. And that's mainly why, especially in college football, I play with the DN when they're in shotgun like that and they show a clear strength. Because they like to play games on those read options. And I'm not about it. Nice throw and catch to the tight end. His second of the day, but it makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Would not surprise me if they go for it, if it's close enough. Oh, my goodness. Yep, that's on me. I was kind of in a no man's land there, unfortunately, but just needed to be a little smarter. They go with that little, that boot slide. We played it very well, though. Just got to keep playing it well. So this time Johnson's going to stay under center. He's going to play action. Going to dump it down to number 3, but we're going to get there. Matty McDoom on the stop. So setting a lot of pressure here, more than we have so far. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. That's going to be a 1st down for UCF. No bueno for us. And another handoff and a pickup of 1 on that RPO. We're cool with that. Realistically, we just got to find a way to get off the field right now. Guys, can we please? Only a pickup of 4. Definitely not as bad as I thought it would be. But once again, they are putting themselves in these very good, manageable third down situations. That's what scares me. Like, I needed to cover where I covered. I got to do my job. But yeah, no. Just it's a tough going right now. Quick throw to 5. We're going to keep that clock running, though. Most likely going to hold them down till the 2-minute warning, which I don't love, but Corleone once again. What else is new? The Donzilla is putting on a clinic. They had a great job by our defense where they decided to settle on that field goal, which is very surprising. Do they actually kick it before the warning? Yes, they do. And we have a tie football game right now. And again, their turnover on downs, our interception when we're driving down the field, all this stuff is starting to really, you know, sculpt the narrative of what's happened in this game. But these are definitely two teams just sort of fighting to stay relevant this season. Going with that nice dig route to Cyrus Allen, who's going to pick up a big first down. And that's how you want to start. Post 2-minute warning. Now we just have to control the rest of the game. And 37 looked like he wanted to block the end, but nothing doing. I prefer not to go to overtime right now. That would be ideal. We're going to throw it quick to Caldwell, who's going to get us to about the 47. And now we'll see what we can do here. I like Caldwell here. And Caldwell's got the big play, and we're going to run out of bounds. Great job by Jeff Caldwell sitting on that route. We got it to him quickly. And now we're back in that 14 personnel. 4 tight ends. Let's see who can get open. We're going to throw it to Simmons, and that's going to force UCF to call a timeout. At this point, we just have to line up our kick. Preferably score if they give that up to us. But beggars cannot be choosers right now. We're going to keep it right in the middle. Power X looky. They're playing that shell. We're going to try to go for it. Do we get out of bounds? Looks like we do, yes. Yes, we do. And I don't see why we don't at least try to score here. And we will. Tawee Walker with the go-ahead touchdown. 32 seconds left in the game. And that's how you go with a rivalry. You love to see it. And unfortunately, though, I will not be able to clip it. But that's okay. We're in position to win the game, and to me, that's what matters most. All right. So they're going to start at the 25. They're going to have less than 30 seconds to go here. Yeah, no, we're going to play them straight up. We're going to dare them to beat us. And that's what we want to see. Yep, keep running around. He's going to throw That's going to count as a sack. That's crazy. He really just stayed horizontal the whole time. Love to see that for us. Big hit. That'll be their last timeout. Coordinator wants to send pressure here. It's a risk, but if it pays off. And it will. That's going to be 4th down. Sorry about my doggos. This is the ball game. Looking to throw, and it's going to be intercepted. Matthew McDoom. And that's going to finish this ball game. Wee Walker was the hero of this football game. No doubt about it. Kept us in great, manageable downs and field position. And we are now victorious. Getting back to 500. Beating a big rival. You love to see it. Sorsby didn't have to do too much. That interception was definitely not on him. Only 185 yards passing, but he did have 2 nice runs. 98 yards for Wee Walker. Just too short. I mean, realistically, that big tackle for loss that he had definitely did not help. But 36 yards after contact is really good. Broke a couple of good tackles. Yeah, Pryor didn't have the best. Performance on the ground, but he did have a huge 27-yard completion that put us in great position for that first touchdown. Joe Royer, who I like to make a focal point of this offense, but they were keying him the whole game, which really allowed Cyrus Allen to lead the way. And Cyrus was just winning his route left, right, and center. Caleb Goody ended up with only 1 catch, but the junior showed that he can make plays when we need them, and as he did against Kansas, we just got to find more opportunities for him to do so. Offensive line played a relatively clean game. We did have a couple of rushed passes, but it's all good. Jaquan Sanks, who had been playing more of that sub linebacker role for us, getting 10 tackles. Dante Corleone had a massive game, the senior, with 6 tackles for losses, as well as 2 sacks. Matthew McDoom obviously had the game-sealing interception. And yeah, man, just a good team game. Our defense led the way, and our offense just didn't make that many mistakes. We were able to really will our way to victory today. And with that, we get our first win in the Big 12 Conference. We love that. Unfortunately, though, Solomon Shaver has locked us out. It looks like he's going to be going to Houston. Excuse me, no, to Utah. Interesting. So that definitely sucks, but it's not the worst situation. Championship contender, we do move up to C-, which is not great, but it's definitely better. We have some coach skills to upgrade. So we should, gonna just keep doing that for our running backs. Staying on Oklahoma State. They're so bad, they don't even show up in the standings. That's crazy. So, but a win here puts us at 500 in the conference. We are going on the road, though. Oklahoma State Stadium is actually pretty intimidating. I don't care what anybody says. We did lose Solomon Shaver, which definitely sucks. But Gideon Nata That visit's going to go a long way for us. Yeah, we have to throw 50 at Stoke. We're good with Curtis for now. Yeah, no, I don't think Louisville's going to be too much of an issue. Go 50 at Soriano. Throw 5 at Dahlman. We're good with Sieg. We're good with Catanzaro. Jameson is fine. Parkey. Okay. So at least we get to do some more scouting now. We get ourselves a gem. Jamie Hernandez. Box specialist. He's a JUCO. A JUCO junior? Jeez. We would only get him for a year. That's kind of crazy. But hey, beggars cannot be choosers, right? Killing me with this. And we'll just offer a scholarship to David Bawanko outright as we continue forward. All right. So, the things we have to do, right? Let's see. Depending on how this game goes, I might just jump to the Baylor game as well. We may play Baylor to see what happens with Gideon. We'll see how this goes, though. Let's not, count our chickens, as they say. But not necessarily a big gauntlet, but definitely have some challenges ahead. So, let's take a look. We do have the better overall team. But once again, their defense is pretty good compared to ours. But our defense is good compared to theirs. So, ultimately, it's going to might come down to a one-score game yet again. Which definitely seems to be the theme of our first season. Just want to thank you for tuning in. Just hanging out with me tonight. So we are taking on Oklahoma State at Boone Pickens Stadium. The OK State Cowboys. So let's see what happens. Who gets the ball first? We get the ball first. It's going to be a pretty good game, I think. Just the energy of the stadium, the energy of this game feels good. Feels right, you know? So Joe Royer, surprisingly only one touchdown this year. I mean, honestly, because he is one of our best offensive threats. It's not very surprising. 3. Oh, my goodness. 3 safeties. Over top. Looking to throw. We're going to just, get our guy Goody. It's pretty much our best play. Best starting play. At some point, I do expect us to be good enough to be able to hit that post corner. And we're going to get a nice run by Tawee Walker. 6-yard gain and a first down. So 1st and 10. Clock continues to run. Looking to throw. Ooh. That was a bit of a risk, and Goody can't hold on to it. I was not expecting someone to play that flat. And, yeah. Not great. Not great. Looking to run the ball again with Walker. He gets us a good 5 yards, so manageable situation. Playing us relatively close to the line, but they didn't really send a lot of pressure. We're going to get it to Joe Royer. Getting another first down. And we will continue. No one really to throw to. Got to run it. Whoop. Probably smarter to just slide there, but, you know, it's college ball. You can kind of take these hits. Good run. Do we get there? Yes, we do. That was definitely a tougher run. But our O-line delivers. Now we're running the stretch. Walker picking up 4. Now we're going to take that crack toss. See if we can't win the rep. Oh, Walker. Walker outrunning number 5 on the defense. And we've got a first down. Very impressive run. Good skill set by Tawee Walker. Looking to throw now. Ooh, we got Royer. Royer's going to make the catch, and he's going to fall forward to the 16-yard line. And again, I don't know why Brendan Sorsby would leave the team. This offense doesn't need him to do too much, which means he shows the ability to manage the game. And if you look at the most successful players in the NFL right now on successful teams, they don't need to do too much. So when they actively show their athleticism, you do actually begin to see them separate themselves. But the important thing is being able to manage these game situations in a good way. I don't really like anybody. Ooh, Royer is open there, but sometimes you just got to run it in and do it yourself. Touchdown, Brandon Sorsby. Getting that scoring opening on the opening drive. Killing a lot of clock, too, so they're going to have a short amount of time. 13 plays, 81 yards. And so here is freshman Zane Flores having a pretty okay year. 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Trying to lead this Cowboy offense. And hopefully have a good game. Looking to throw quick. Completes his first pass. It'll be 2nd and inches. Gonna run the ball. Oh my goodness. Yo, he's very lucky they called the whistle. They blew the whistle there because that ball is out. Oh man. 1 second longer and that's our ball. It's gonna be a quick pass on the RPO. Pick up a 3. I will tell you, though, I have been very impressed with our defense the last few weeks. Definitely have been showing out. Oh, boy. Oh, let's go. The sack, fumble, and recovery. A great play by our defense. Thompson recovers the fumble, and we have a very short field at the 11. And it has gotten very quiet in the stadium. Matthew McDoom coming in on the slot blitz. And there it is. So continuing forward, looking to throw. Under pressure and sacked. We lost 10 yards on that. No bueno. I do not want to come away with a field goal here. I want a touchdown for our team. But the Cowboys defense is trying to say otherwise. So right now we're just going to kind of play for field position here. Looking to throw. Looking to throw. Can't get it to Cyrus. And we'll have to settle for a very disappointing 3 points. Kick is up. Kick is right down the middle and good. And unfortunately, not a very good drive by our offense. Poor blocking. Just couldn't get on the same page. Their defense had a great reaction to what we were trying to do to them. But here we go. Counter run. I'm out of position. And they're going to pick up 4. Probably should have picked up less, but it is what it is. So, at the end of 1, we are up 10-0. And again, our defense, with giving up 6 total yards. We honestly should be up 14-0 right now, but we have to continue to build this program for a reason. Cincinnati is not exactly, cream of the crop overall. And they're going to go with that sweep to the left. Going nowhere. And Matthew McDoom had the game-sealing interception last week. Had a big turnover today. And he's showing some good tackling prowess. And it's going to be incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th and 11 with 9:21 to go in this quarter. We're digging it. Anderson to return the punt. Anderson with some space. Can't break the corner, though. Excuse me. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 49. Totally see someone's going to have to win here. And it's going to be Joe Royer. He's going to pick up a solid 5 yards. Realistically, if we could have led him a little bit better, I think that's a 1st down and maybe some more. But who knows? Oh, my goodness. On the play action, they're going to send us all the way back. Kyron Duhan is doing it big. We're going to send Allen on a post here. You're going to hear the play. It's fine. Looking. No one's open. Going to just try to throw it away. And another punt is incoming. And it's like I said in pregame. Somebody told me this was going to be another game we're going to have to rely on our defense for. They are showing up. And we have scored the points that we need to maintain a lead. But we're going to need a little bit more out of our offense if we're going to want to comfortably win this game. As this route's going to go over the middle, open. Just had too much time to throw there. And Flores has this Cowboys O moving. Looking to throw again. And he's just going to fall down on that. A 1st down nonetheless by Terrell Davis, I believe. Flores in the shotgun. Another sweep. A little bit more promise there, but our man on the outside, number 5, what's his name? Harrison. Showed why he's not really about it. And another good job by McDoom. Only a 2-yard gain as we continue forward. Oh, boy. Oh, screen pass. And it's going to go nowhere. Only a pickup of 1, and they will punt. Our defense holds it down after giving up a 1st down. So a punt fielded at about the 11. We're going to get it over the 20, and it's going to be a fumble and recovered by Oklahoma State. Oh, my goodness. A big special teams guffaw. And sheesh. Oklahoma State has an opportunity over the middle in the end zone. Touchdown. And just like that, after a huge turnover, defense was sitting down, trying to get some adjustments, and all of a sudden, it is a 3-point game. Not a good look for our special teams, who hadn't really turned the ball over or made many mistakes. And today, with the huge fumble, Anderson has to make up for it. And he's going to get brought down at the 21. So, our defense seems to be the only one showing up, but this is a team game, all three phases, as they say. Oh, my goodness. We got pushed all the way back. And Oklahoma State is coming alive right now in this late in the first half. Trying to show that they are not scrubs, as they are going to bring Tawee Walker. And we have another massively deep third down play. How are we going to respond? Just like that. Great job by Pryor. He's going to get a first down, and we're going to keep this ball moving. Very surprising they didn't have anyone in coverage there. And Goody can't get the edge, and another tackle for a loss. And one thing Oklahoma State has been doing very well in this game against us has been shutting down the run game. Because we're not getting a lot, like if anything at all, as we head to the 2-minute warning. And that is obviously stymieing our ability to do anything, honestly. So we got two people on each side. I'm going to kind of try to test them there. Let's see. Ooh, we might have Goody. And Goody holds on to the ball, and we've got a first down at their 39-yard line. The clock will run. I'm not going to call a timeout just yet. I wanted to test that alignment, see what they were about. As Walker's going to get it up to the 33, gain of 5. And we're looking to try to exploit some weaknesses now. As they're trying to play this very odd, oh my goodness, alignment, and it is working to an extent. We are in field goal range, so I don't have to get greedy anywhere. If the play's not there, it's not there. As we're going to get it to Caldwell, who's going to get it up there. I'm going to go for it. 4th and 1 is just too good of an opportunity to leave unbothered. Yeah, the stick concept is good. Yep, 14's open. Jackson Jr. will call a timeout. We got 1 remaining in the half. Trying to extend this lead. That is the goal right now. I like Royer. They're playing a lot of man defense, and they continue to here. And yeah, just under pressure. Well, we're going to flip this fast. Because I want to, if we are going to end up having to kick a field goal, I'd rather us just do it, you know? And some, like, closer to the middle of the field. We're going to let this clock run. We're going to force them to start calling some timeouts. If it's really that serious for them, as they've got 7 in the box, 4 backers. And they're sending the house. We're going to take a shot here. And it's going to be intercepted by the robber. I believe that was one of their safeties. Probably should have tried to go toward the outside. Let's take a look. Yep, 8 just dropped back in coverage, but they sent 6. I mean, could have just dropped it down to B. Caldwell is wide open right here. No one's around him. You know, I just fell for it. Gotta be better than that. 41 seconds to go in the half. And they're going with the screen. And McDoom is going to make that tackle once again. He's been a tackling machine this half. Hopefully it can continue in the second. As it is 2nd down and 4. And it's going to be completed pass. We're just trying to hold him inside, but not going to work out in our favor. Empty set now for OK State. Looking to throw. Oh, I thought I had that. Oh, my goodness. I thought that was an interception for me and me alone. But they're driving. They've got 1 timeout. We have 1 timeout. Looking to throw. They're going to just drop it down to their running back. We're going to get to midfield. We got to just keep them right here for the next 17 seconds. We need a big play. Good job by our defensive line. Didn't really send any pressure there. Looking to throw. It's going to be knocked away. It's Harrison. And our defense holds strong to end this half. I'm a little nervous on this return after what happened, but they're going to punt it out of bounds, surprisingly. I don't know why you would do that after that last, after the last punt return. You had an opportunity to handle business and you just choose not to. Strange. Weird timing, that's for sure. But we are taking the lead once again, 10-7 at half. A little bit under very different circumstances, though. We are well ahead in time of possession. We've had more opportunities to score, but 2 bad turnovers on special teams and offense have really stymied our ability to make things happen. And, yeah, they took advantage of the fumble. The interception kept us out of the end zone, or kept us out of a scoring opportunity, at least on a field goal. We're going to have to just be better in the second half. So, you know, we might have to rely on Sorsby's arm a bit more, because they're really just refusing to let us score, or move the ball on the ground at all. Great job by our linebacker, Jonathan Thompson, who's had a good season. He's kept us in a lot of games we may not have had any business in. And here's to a better opportunity. I made a mistake, but our pass rush did not. Was that Micah? No, it was Kamari Burns. We don't really hear his name come up often, because he's usually playing right next to Corleone, so it's hard to stand out when you've got that kind of guy on your team. But hey, big time sack. That's how you make a name for yourself. So we are gonna force the 4th down, setting up a punt. And once again, big tackle. We don't really get a return there. I honestly thought my gunner was going to actually block. I was wrong. That's silly of me to expect someone to do their job. As we're going to only get a pickup of 2, which is definitely not fun if your name is me. All right. So looking to throw again. Don't really have anybody. Don't really love it. Because they're double teaming our tight end. And this is also why we can't get Royer the ball. Because they're literally playing him over top, underneath, bracketing him, just straight up doubling him. It's been tough going for Joe Royer. Speaking of tough running, Tawi Walker is not getting any favors. Looking to throw here. We had Caldwell. I was late on it because I was looking to see if Goody could get open on that corner route. Not to be. All right, looking to throw here. We got Royer again. 4th and 1 at the 50. Yeah, we'll go for it. What's the look? Yeah, I like this. Oh, yeah, I love this. Good job, Goody, getting open underneath. And they just did not even try to jam anyone at the line or anything. They just kind of played super soft there. Very odd. And once again, Walker can't get anything going, man. But the reason why I'm not checking out of the run is because I need them to look like this. Because once I actually throw the ball out of some of these formations, it's going to be a problem. But I really don't want to start making those adjustments until the 4th quarter. All right. Looking like man. It was really zone. We're going to get Royer. Finally, the big man's going to get some action. And he's over 60 yards. All right, next order of business. Can we get Goody to the outside? Going on the jet sweep. Can he make a move? No, he cannot. Only a gain of 3. Better than normal, but, you know, what are you going to do? We're in the red zone. I'm looking Royer here or the slant. Nope, we got Royer. We're good. 3rd and 1. Let's get the run game going. And we're going to get that first down. 1st and goal. Go with the jet pass here to Cyrus. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, they played contain on that crazy. But at least we got to the middle of the field. It was definitely a risk to do that in the first place. But I like Grover. I like Royer. So I like the inside tight ends here. Oh, my goodness. By himself, touchdown. Very nice job by Sorsby extending this lead to one of our lesser-known skill position guys in Simmons. And we're up 17-7. All right, here we go. Flores with the surprising handoff. I thought they were going with the bubble there. That's why I just detached it and I went into coverage, but see what they can do. Down 10, about less than 30 seconds left in the quarter. I knew 9 wasn't going to get there in time, but at least be in position for the tackle, you know. So here's Flores, just going to let that clock run down. And entering the 4th, we're up by 10, 17-7 on the road. Again, a win here goes a very long way towards our ability to compete in this conference. Not only that, it would put us over 500 as we enter the long stretch of the rest of the season. It's Flores looking to throw. He's going to find his man who won his route in coverage and man defense. Not really something I love to have happen, but oh my goodness, screen pass, but just a bit outside. Zane Flores hasn't had a bad game, but we are just really not letting him play football, which I'm happy about. It's a touch pass. Nope. But it is a seam route. And, oh my goodness, 9 is super slow, dude. I know I was a bit out of position there, but I shouldn't have been that out of position. Flores, empty set, looking to throw. He doesn't really have time, and it's going to be incomplete. Great job by our defender there in the flat. And that's honestly the way I love to see my defense play. When we're not even letting them just get anything underneath, nothing cheap. Because sometimes all it takes is a good broken tackle, and now we're in a terrible situation, you know? So, with that said, Walker in the backfield, trying to salvage his day. Pickup of 3, and yeah, now he is just weird. They're not letting him do anything. His longest rush is 8 yards. I don't think that's happened since, like, Nebraska, week 1. And Oklahoma State is really just, they're just keying on him. My goodness. No other team has done this to us. Looking to throw. We're going to find Cyrus, who can't hold on to the ball. Oh, yeah, we'll have to punt.